Hello everyone. At this point, we are going to talk about the content in Module 7, which is the social, ethical, and legal responsibilities in the use of technology tools and resources. So we have here the intended learning outcomes. These are to describe the community of learners as citizens who share and utilize digital materials. Practice standard etiquette in sharing and utilizing shared materials among learning communities. Identify examples of intellectual property rights in educational setting, and show, give, and observe social, ethical, and legal responsibility in the use of technology tools and resources. So that is our intended learning outcomes. Internet and education. So internet has become the most useful technology in both our daily lives and in our professional lives. In the context of education, it is widely used to gather information and to do research or add to the knowledge of various subjects. So internet plays a very vital role in education. It is no doubt that in this modern era, everyone prefers Google for their queries, problems, or doubts. Popular search engines like Google, Yahoo, etc., are the topmost choice of people as they offer an easy and instant reach to the vast amount of information in just a few seconds. It contains a wealth of knowledge that can be searched at any time. The internet has introduced improvements in technology, communication, and online entertainment. So today it has become more important as well as powerful tool in the world which is preferred by anyone. So the importance of internet and education to the student means that it makes easier for them to research things and relearn the content taught in the school. People use it according to their needs and interests. So here are the some benefits of internet in the field of education. These includes the cost-effective and affordable education. One of the largest barriers to education is high cost. The internet provides the quality of education, which is one of the pillars of sustainable development of a nation. It provides education through videos like YouTube tutorials and etc., and web tutorials as well, which is affordable to everyone and cost effective. Number two is student, teacher, and peer interaction. So the internet has allowed students to be in constant connection with their teachers or with other fellow classmates with the help of social media, messaging apps, and chat forums. Parents can interact as well as communicate with teachers and school authorities about their kids' performance in the school. Interaction with the like-minded people on forums can help students to explore new ideas and enrich their knowledge. Number three is effective teaching and learning tool. So the internet has become a major tool for effective teaching as well as a learning tool. Teachers can use it as a teaching tool by posting their teaching materials, right? So the learning process becomes interesting and diverse with the use of tutorials, videos, and notes. Teachers can teach with the use of animation, PowerPoint slides, and images to capture the students' attention. Number four is easy access to quality education. So students can easily access quality education materials like, again, videos on YouTube, tutorials for free, or pay fees online for more quality study materials. Teachers can also make use of the internet by providing the students with extra study material and resources such as interactive lessons, educational quiz, as well as their recorded lectures. Teachers can record again their lectures and provide it to the students for revisions, which is better than reading from their note. Number five is interaction with digital media. Regular use of digital media is one of the most basic parts of our lives, right? Digital bulletin boards save paper, allowing displaying or videos and audios to attract the attention of students. Nowadays, there are many paid sites which improve education resources, which are enriched in quality and easily understandable to masses. So number six is keeping you updated with latest information. So there is a huge amount of information available for every subject in the internet. Hence, it keeps us up to date with the latest information regarding the subjects in which we are interested. Number seven is learning with multimedia. It helps the students with the learning process as it helps to simplify the knowledge, right? From complex knowledge, the internet makes it simpler for us to understand. Also, it helps to visualize what is being taught by the teachers in school. If you want to prepare for final exams, you can access video tutorials again and other resources online through the internet to bolster your knowledge about the topic. Number eight is bridging communication gaps. Classroom internet use can also help teachers say goodbye to communication barriers, gaps, and mishaps, such as lost assignment sheets and misplaced memos home to parents. Internet communication can make distribution of information easier, as well as increase class community and motivation. For example, having a class blog or website can open up dialogue between teachers and students outside of school rather than confining their interaction to the classroom. Right. Also, students can download their course materials and readings, chat with other students, and share their work, while parents can receive reminders about upcoming due dates and events. So that are some of the benefits in the field of education, of internet in the field of education. We have the intellectual property rights applicable to the educational setting. So intellectual rights includes literary or artistic works, inventions, business methods, industrial processes, logos, and product designs. Nearly every activity engaged by students, staff, and faculty in schools involves the production or use of intellectual property. Example, lesson plans, reports, etc., etc. All members of the school must engage in fair use or get advance permission of the owner to avoid problems. So legal issues affecting intellectual property and education involve both creation and the use of intellectual works. Intellectual property law balances the rights of individuals to make, own, distribute, and profit from their creation and the rights of the public to make use of knowledge and inventions. Illustrations of the law of intellectual property in education include copyright and patent protection for the products of teaching and scholarship, copyright and patent infringement for improper use of protected works, and trademark licensing and protection of names, logos, symbols, and pictures used to identify schools. So, by far, the most applicable category of intellectual property law in schools is copyright. Copyrights are intangible intangible rights granted through the Federal Copyright Act to an author or creator of an original, artistic, or literary work that can be fixed in an intangible means of expression such as hard copies, electronic files, videos, or audio recordings. Copyright law protects works in various forms, and each copyrightable work has several copyrights, meaning the exclusive rights to make copies of the work, distribute the work, prepare derivative work, and perform or display the work. So there are some exceptions in the use of the intellectual property rights. There are exceptions. So one is the fair use of copyrighted work. If the use is fair use, then the user need not to obtain advance consent of the copyright holder, meaning marami yung gamit or it's available or to everyone. Determining whether the use is fair requires the application of four factors. Una, purpose and character of the use, nature of the copyrighted work, amount and substantiality of the proportion, substantiality of the proportion used in relation to the work as a whole, and effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the work. Kumbaga, as long as it doesn't compromise the original work, no, the value of the original work, as long as there is still the respect and the honor of the original work in the fairness of copyrighted work, then it is good to go without fee. Here are the second important exception. Number two is the fairly common and in school. That is not an infringement for teachers and students to perform or display a copyrighted work in the course of face-to-face or online distance education teaching activities. So please note that. Now we have here defining digital citizens, a starting point for creating a new level of ethical consciousness among our global individuals is to define the characteristics of the global digital citizen. This type of person is conscientious, caring, and resourceful. So at the Global Citizen Foundation, we see such a person as one is characterized by the practice of five unique principles. Number one is personal responsibility. These concerns how one governs themselves and such matters as finance, ethical and moral considerations, personal health and fitness, and interpersonal relationship in both the digital and non-digital world. It is about how we present ourselves. Number two is global citizenship. Global citizenship, this generation and future ones are now global individuals. They must strive towards an appreciation of the many values, traditions, religions, concerns, and cultures of their fellow citizens. Global citizenship is about recognizing and respecting diversity. Number three is digital citizenship. Digital citizenship means showing respect and responsibility for yourself, for others, and for property. It involves setting up a proper program of digital ethics and best practices for all, such as a program focuses on safe and respectful behavior in any online environment. While many social networking sites do have privacy options, the basic level of access means that your most personal information could be made accessible via applications, or from your friends, their friends and associates. Number two is responsibility for yourself. The words and images you post online are not going to be exclusive to your intended audience. It is impossible to guarantee anonymity or privacy online. Be aware that your posts can be used by others and sometimes in negative ways. Social networking sites, blogs, wikis, Twitter, and instant messaging services allow you to openly express your ideas and opinions, but the nature of these places is to gather an audience. That inherent swell of interest can take your post to a larger audience very quickly. That's the power and pervasiveness of social networking in our digital lives, and that's why it's so important to monitor our use of it with our own protection in mind. At some point, many of us have found or will find ourselves the targets of bullying and online abuse. It is crucial to know what you don't have to try and deal with it on your own. Number three is respect for others. Be aware that your words and images online have power, and in many cases are permanent once you have posted them. As responsible global digital citizens, we must always demonstrate respect for other people. A good general rule to follow is this: if you wouldn't say it in person, don't say it online. We know how easy it is to post a thought on a social media site or to make and dedicate an entire blog to any subject. This makes it far too easy for anyone to create gossip and undo and spread negativity if they choose. So remind yourself to stay above the fray and encourage others to post responsibly. Responsibility for others. Number 4. Every social networking site, instant messaging tool, chat room, wiki blog, and social media domain has a report abuse contact. Don't be afraid to use it. We can protect others by reporting behavior that is inappropriate, abusive, or even unacceptable. Another example that is common to us in email. Again, think before you send and share. Don't forward emails that are derogatory. You can stop the chain by deleting the message instead of passing it on. Number 5 is respect for property. This is so much information out there. There is so much information out there, and there are so many amazing materials to share. Think of the number of people who have given their precious time and know how to tell us all for free. There is also a lot of information and creativity online that is not free. The global digital citizen shows a deep respect for all intellectual property. Number 6, responsibility for property. Software, literature, music, and movies take human creativity and ingenuity to create. Ingenuity to create. The cost the cost to share and benefit from the creativity exists for the purpose of supporting that industry and artists. If you do not agree with the price or the industry, there are other ways of addressing it without breaking the law. No matter what form of copywritten material you are taking, piracy is theft. Luckily, there is a large array of low cost and free versions of things you might be interested in. Yes, that's the tenets of digital. We have now the digital safety rules. With more users accessing the internet through mobile devices, a lot of risks are changing and growing quickly. Even though apps loom larger in most people's daily online interactions than traditional websites do, that does not mean that the basic internet safety rules have changed. Hackers are still on the lookout for personal information they can use to access your credit card, bank account, and other important materials you have. So, unsafe surfing can also lead to other threats, right? From embarrassing personal comments or images that once online are nearly impossible to erase, to getting mixed up with people you'd rather have nothing to do with. So here are the top 10 internet safety rules to follow to help you avoid getting into trouble online and can help you also avoid trouble offline. Number 1 is keep personal information professional and limited. So potential employers or customers don't need to know your personal relationship status or address, your home address. They do not need to know about your expertise and professional background and how to get in touch with you. You wouldn't hand purely personal information out to strangers individually. Don't hand it out to millions of people online. Now, number 2 is keep your privacy setting on. Marketers love to know all about you, and so do hackers. Both can learn a lot from your browsing and social media usage, but you can take charge of your information. As noted by Lifehacker, both web browsers and mobile operating systems have settings available to protect your privacy online. So take note of that settings online so that you can use it to avoid uh, the hackers. So practice safe browsing. You wouldn't choose to walk through a dangerous neighborhood. Don't visit dangerous neighborhoods online. Cybercriminals use lurid contents as bait. They know people are sometimes tempted by dubshoes content and may let their guard down when searching for it. So by resisting the urge, you don't even give the hackers a chance. So make number 4 is make sure your internet connection is secure. Use a secure VPN connection when you go online in a public place. For example, by using a public Wi-Fi connection. PC Mag notes you have no direct control over its security. Corporate cybersecurity experts worry about endpoints, the places where our private network connects to the outside world. Your vulnerable endpoints is your local internet connection. Make sure your device is secure, and when in doubt, wait for a better time until you're able to connect to a secure Wi-Fi network before providing information such as your bank account number. So next we saw be careful what you download. Now, be careful what you download. A top goal of cybercriminals is to trick you into downloading malware, programs or apps that carry malware or try to steal information. These malware can be disguised as an app, anything from a popular game to something that checks traffic or the weather. As PC World advises, don't download apps that look suspicious or come from a site you don't trust. Number 6 is choose strong passwords. Passwords are one of the biggest weak spots in the whole internet security structure, but there's currently no way around them. And the problem with passwords is that people tend to choose easy ones to remember, such as password and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like that, which are also easy for cyber thieves to guess. Select strong passwords that are harder to cyber criminals to demystify. Password Manager software can help you to manage multiple passwords so that you don't forget them. A strong password is one that is unique and complex, at least 15 characters long, mixing letters, numbers, and special characters. 7 is make online purchases from secure sites. From secure sites, or I should say, make online purchases from secure sites. Anytime you make a purchase online, you need to provide credit card or bank account information, just what cybercriminals are most eager to get in their hands on. Only supply this information to sites that provide secure, encrypted connections. As Boston University notes, you can identify secure sites by looking for an address that starts with HTTPS. The S stands for secure, rather than simply HTTP. They may also be marked by a padlock icon next to the address bar. Number 8 is be careful what you post. The internet does not have a delete key. Is that as that young candidate and New Hampshire found out, any comment or image you post any comment or image you post online may stay online forever because removing the original, say from Twitter, does not remove any copies that other people made. There is no way for you to take back or remark you wish you hadn't made, or get rid of the embarrassing selfie you took at a party. Don't put anything online that you wouldn't want your mom or prospective employee to see, because again, don't make everything online about you. Don't make everything about you online, in the online world. So next is be careful in who you meet online. People you meet online are not always who they claim to be. Indeed, they may not even be real. As InfoWorld reports, fake social media profiles are a popular way for hackers to cozy up to unwary web users and pick their cyber pockets. Be as cautious and sensible in your online social life as you are in your in-person social life. Lastly, we have here keep your antivirus program up to date. Internet security software cannot protect against every threat, but it will detect and remove most malware, though you should make sure it's to date. Be sure to stay current with your operating systems updates and updates to application you use. They provide a vital layer of security. That's for the digital safety rules. With cyberbullying again, cyberbullying is very common. It is a bullying that takes place over digital devices like cell phones, computers, and tablets. So here are the most common places where cyberbullying occurs. These includes social media, or example Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Also, we have SMS, short message services, also known as text messages sent through devices. We have also instant messages via devices, email provider services, apps, and social media messaging features. And cyberbullying can harm the online reputations of everyone involved. It has unique concerns in that it can be persistent. So digital devices offer an ability to immediately and continuously communicate 24 hours a day, so it cannot be difficult for children experiencing cyberbullying to find relief. Right. Number 2 is permanent. Most information communicated externally is electronically is permanent and public. If not reported or removed, can have a negative impact to online reputation. And number three, hard to notice. Because teachers and parents may not overhear or see cyberbullying taking place, it is harder to recognize. So, schools should comply with the implementing rules and regulation of the anti-bullying law of 2013 to mitigate the effects and reduce the incidence of bullying. So we have here now the netiquette. So netiquette is a short term for internet etiquette. Just like etiquette is a code of polite behavior in society, netiquette is a code of good behavior on the internet. These include several aspects of the internet, such as email, social media, online chat, web forums, website comments, multiplayer gaming, and other types of online communications. While there is no official list of netiquette rules or guidelines, the general idea is to respect others online. Below are 10 examples of rules to follow for good netiquette. Number one, avoid posting inflammatory or offensive comments online. That's the number one etiquette on the internet. Number two is respect others' privacy by not sharing personal information, photos, or videos that another person may not want published online. So don't post those photos na funny or embarrassing na di man gusto sang owner na i-post online. So don't do that. Never spam another by sending large amounts of unsolicited email. Show good sportsmanship when playing online games, whether you win or lose, and do not compromise the reputation of the other players online. The other players online. Number five is don't troll people, web forums, or website comments by repeatedly nagging or annoying them because it's so unethical for you to do that. So number six, we have to stick to the topic when posting in online forums or when commenting on photos or videos such as YouTube or Facebook comments. It's a no-no to comment irrelevant comments on the topic, no, that on the topic posted in Facebook. It's not relevant, then do not comment. Don't be so kulang sa pansin. Number seven is don't swear or use offensive language. It's a no-no to be rude online. It will definitely reflect you as a person offline. And avoid replying to negative comments with more negative comments. Do not add fuel to the fire. Instead, break the cycle with a positive post. Be positive. Be a positive vibe. Be a sunshine, you know. If someone asks a question and you know the answer, offer to help. It doesn't cost, or it actually costs 0 pesos to help other people. If you are capable and have the heart to help, then do so. Thank others who help you online. It's important for you, again, to show gratitude to those who help you. So the internet provides a sense of anonymity since you often do not see or hear the people with whom you are communicating online. But that is not an excuse for having poor manners or posting incendiary comments. While some users may feel like they can hide behind their keyboard or smartphone when posting online, the fact is they are still the ones publishing the content. Remember, if you post offensive remarks online and the veil of anonymity is lifted, you will have to answer for the comments you made. In summary, good netiquette benefits both you and others on the internet. Posting a positive comment rather than a negative one just might make someone's day. So be kind online. We also have your educational sites. So educational websites can include websites that have games, videos, or topic related resources that act as tools to enhance learning and supplement classroom teaching. These websites help make the process of learning entertaining and attractive to the student, especially in today's generation. While there are many advantages of such website, we also need to be aware of the negatives. Students need to be guided properly. Without proper guidance, students may find resources and content that are not reliable or do not align with the direction of the teaching in class. Some websites are huge and offer a massive variety of games and resources. Students may be easily distracted on such websites and end up spending time on activities that are either below their level or do not complement or add to the classroom teaching. Unrestricted access and freedom on the internet can be dangerous, especially for younger students. So here are examples of educational sites on the screen. We have here, these are the 8 educational websites you can visit for educational purposes. The edX, the Academic Earth, the Internet Archive, the Big Think, the Coursera, the Brightstorm, the Cosmo Learning, and Future Channel. So that would be all for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you have learned something from my presentation. You can also visit these references for more information. Thank you.